Hey guys, all right, I got the generator running so I can charge the batteries a little bit. It's been rainy here, this and that. I'm not getting a very good solar charge, but I'm also not tilting the panels either, which is probably not helping, but hey, I'll run the generator, give it a good workout. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cook some of that rainbow trout that I caught today. I have 3 of them in the, here, let me show you. I have 3 of them in this Ziploc bag, all cleaned. They are whole, head off, some of the fins trimmed off, but I like to cook my fish whole like that rather than fillet it. This way there's no loss of meat, you know. You just get the whole fish that way, and I like doing it. It's easier as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in some foil, place it on this sheet, and we're going to bake it at 350 for about 35 minutes, or until the fish actually becomes flaky and separates easy with a fork. So let's preheat the oven. We'll get it up to 350, and we'll go from there. And remember, like I said before, use your thermometer. Don't just assume that the number on the dial is correct. All right, I decided to do the fish in a lemon pepper with a little bit of garlic. Keeping it simple, I added a little bit of oregano and a little bit of Old Bay on the inside of the fish as well, as you can see here. What I did is I just opened it up and put some seasoning in the center, a little bit of butter, a little bit of oil, and I'm going to seal it up in the aluminum foil and throw it in the oven. Okay, now I decided to go with green beans to have with the fish. And what I did, I'm going to do another foil pouch to go with the fish, but I did green beans, some of the frozen chopped onions you get at, like, you know, Stop and Shop or ShopRite or wherever it is, Price Chopper, wherever it is that you shop. And I mixed it with the frozen green beans. And again, like, I can't stress this enough, I do a lot of frozen vegetables only because canned has a lot of sodium in it. So I always like frozen. You can take some out, use what you want, put the rest in the freezer. I got a tab of butter here, and what I did is I sprinkled some black pepper and dill over the beans. I didn't add any dill to the fish, and dill goes very well with fish, but I'm going to get the dill flavor to go with the fish by adding it to the vegetables alone and keeping the fish the lemon pepper. So we have dill. You can call it dilly beans if you want. I know they're not pickled dilly beans, but you know, dill and beans and onion. So we're going to wrap this up and put it on the cookie sheet here with the fish and cook them at the same time. All right, guys, here we go. Here are the 2 packets. We got the fish and the green beans and onions. I think the fish will be close to done at 30-35 minutes. The beans might still be a bit crispy, but you know something? I'm not against, you know, a firm vegetable as well, so we'll see. Like I said, the only way to tell is to get them in the oven and then check them when they're close to being done. We'll check them in 30 minutes. All right, guys, let's just get these in the oven. I'm getting hungry here. Oven's preheated to 350. All right. Now this is funny. I bought this pan for the RV. It doesn't fit in the oven. Even sideways, it just doesn't fit. Never even thought about it. So we'll probably have to use something else for this. Well, even when you're cooking, some things don't turn out as planned. I decided the only thing I could do was to add a silicone baking sheet under this cooling rack, grill rack for the grill. And we're going to set that in there and hope that it doesn't leak all over the place. All right, 30 minutes, guys. All right, 30 minutes is up. I checked on the fish. The fish looks good. The green beans need a little bit more time. Even the fish can use a few more minutes. So I put it back in for another 5 minutes, and that'll give me time to heat up the rice. This is one of those steam in the bag Uncle Ben's red rice and beans. Directions say add a little bit of water to it, you know, a couple tablespoons of water, and then just heat on the stove if you don't want to use the microwave, which I don't. I know what you guys are thinking. You're like, oh my God, he's cooking fish inside the RV. It's got a smell. With the fantastic fan running, and you know, you air out during the day, you keep things clean, there's no smell. You know, if you walked in here now from outside, you'd be like, oh, I smell fish cooking. But tomorrow, nobody will even know that I cooked fish in here. Turn down the red beans and rice, heat that, finish heating that up, and then we can plate this up. All right, let's see how she looks. I don't know if I can do this one-handed or not. Not easy when you're only trying to use one hand here. Oh, look at that fish. And then we have the green beans right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, this light, but let me get it plated up and show it to you then. All right. The lemon pepper really turned the fish kind of a yellowish color. I haven't tried it yet, but look at that. Beautiful. Very good. You know, the trout is very like a light fish. Lemon pepper's perfect with it. Let's try some more. I'm just going to peel the skin away here. And that's what you want. You want it to pull away from the bones. Perfect. Some red beans and rice, and the green beans, onions, and garlic with the dill, rather. There we go. I'm going to sit down and eat and edit some video. Alright guys, well, again, another meal with BlackTop. Nothing spectacular, but is what it is. Alright guys, we'll talk to you soon. Later.